Every day, this little boy left a sandwich on the same park bench, for someone no one else could see. Every afternoon, just after school, 8-year-old Noah walked to the same park bench. He never played there. He never waited for his friends. And he never ate his entire lunch. Instead, he would carefully unwrap a sandwich, place it on the empty bench, and walk away. At first, people thought it was strange. Then they noticed something. Noah did it every single day. Rain or snow, he never forgot. One afternoon, a woman finally stopped him. She looked at the sandwich, then looked at the little boy. And she asked, "Who is that sandwich for, Noah?" Noah looked at the woman for a moment, then quietly pointed toward the sandwich. "It's not for me," he said. The woman smiled gently. "Then who is it for?" Noah looked down at the old photograph in his hand. His voice became softer. "It's for someone who needs it more than I do." The woman looked around the empty park. "Who?" Noah pointed toward the bench. "He comes here sometimes. He doesn't ask anyone for food. He just sits there and waits." Noah paused for a moment. Then he whispered, "I don't want him to be hungry." The next afternoon, Noah came back to the park. This time, someone was already sitting on the bench. It was an older man. His coat was worn, his hands were cold, and his eyes looked tired. Noah didn't ask his name. He simply walked over and placed the sandwich into the man's hands. The man stared at it for a few seconds. Then he looked at Noah. "You bought this for me?" Noah nodded. The old man's eyes became wet. He quietly said, "I don't remember the last time someone did something like this for me." Noah simply smiled and sat beside him. That evening, Noah finally told him why he kept coming back. A few months earlier, Noah and his mother had been driving home on a freezing winter night. Their car suddenly broke down on a dark road. They were cold, they were scared, and they had no idea what to do. Then a stranger stopped. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask who they were. He simply helped them. Before leaving, the man told Noah's mother something she never forgot. "Someday, just help someone else." Noah remembered those words, and when he saw David sitting alone in the park, he knew exactly what he had to do. Then Noah noticed something. A red pickup truck had just pulled into the park. He stopped walking. His eyes became wide. He knew that truck. He had seen it before, on the night his mother's car broke down. Noah grabbed the old photograph tightly. "Mom," he whispered. David looked at the truck too. For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. Noah slowly walked toward it. But when he reached the truck, there was no one inside. The driver's seat was empty. Only an old hospital parking pass was lying beneath the windshield. Noah picked it up, and suddenly, the mystery became much bigger. Noah finally found him. The man who had once stopped to help his mother was lying alone in a hospital room. Noah stood quietly outside the door. He could barely recognize the tired face on the bed. His eyes filled with tears. He looked at his mother and whispered, "Mom, we can't leave him alone." Noah slowly walked into the room. He didn't say anything at first. He simply opened his backpack and pulled out a sandwich. David looked at him in surprise. "You brought me food." Noah nodded. Then he placed the sandwich gently into David's hands. "It's your favorite," Noah said. David looked down at the sandwich, then back at the little boy. His eyes filled with tears. "You remembered." Noah smiled softly. "You helped my mom, so I promised myself I would help you too." David lowered his head and quietly wiped away a tear. David reached beside his bed and picked up an old photograph. He slowly handed it to Noah. Noah looked at the picture and suddenly stopped breathing for a moment. It was the same red pickup truck. The same truck from that freezing night. And standing beside it was David. The man sitting in front of him was the stranger who had stopped that night. David looked at Noah and quietly said, "Your mother was scared. So I stayed until you both were safe." Noah's eyes filled with tears. "You were the one," he whispered. David simply smiled. "I told you, someday, you should help someone else." Now Noah finally understood why he could never forget that night. Noah couldn't hold back his tears anymore. He stepped forward and hugged David. David gently wrapped his arms around the little boy. For a few seconds, neither of them said a word. Then Noah whispered, "You helped my mom when we were scared." David closed his eyes. "I was only doing what anyone should do." Noah shook his head. "But you stopped. You didn't have to." David looked at him with tears in his eyes. And Noah said the words David would never forget. "You helped us first. Now it's my turn to help you." David smiled through his tears. For the first time in a long time, he didn't feel alone. A few weeks later, Noah returned to the same park bench. But this time, he wasn't alone. David was sitting beside him. And Noah's mother was there too. The little boy opened his lunch box and took out 2 sandwiches. He handed one to David. Then he smiled. "You don't have to wait here alone anymore." David looked at Noah, then at Sarah. His eyes filled with tears. He had once stopped his truck to help a frightened mother and her little boy. He never expected anything in return. But months later, that small act of kindness had come back to him. Not as money, not as a reward, but as friendship. And sometimes, that's worth more than anything money can buy.